Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jules with a very special Yuri Festival edition video. So before I start, yes, I am wearing a yukata. I thought it would be appropriate since, we're talking about Yuri Festival and most people end up wearing yukatas when they go to festivals in Japan. So before I get to the main points of the festival, I basically want to talk first about the live drama reading that occurred at the festival. The drama script was written by Ueno Kimiko-san, who wrote the drama script for the Yuri on Stage, the story involving Chihoko. If you don't know what that is, there are a lot of links you can actually look for online. I'll probably try and find one for you guys with the entire story written down, and I'll put a link at the bottom of this video. So this story is about the guys at the festival. The characters who are present are Yuri, Yurio, Miki Emil, Victor Georgie, Chris Guanghong, and Leo. So Otabek isn't there. There's mentions of Minami and Pichit, but they're not there. So I'm not going to tell you guys like the entire script. It is really, really funny. It is crazy. I have no word to actually describe what this story is. I'm going to put a link at the bottom to someone who works with Aitai Kuji, who was at the event, and she wrote down everything in detail. The entire script is there. It is hilarious. You guys need to read it. I will put the link at the bottom. But one thing I will say is that it starts with Victor telling Yuri, "You were amazing last night." Wink, wink. Let your imaginations run wild starting now. If you guys need a confirmation that they were canon, they are definitely canon, and it was very much confirmed at the festival that they do real life couple-y things. So a lot happens in the story, including spoiler alert. If you don't want to know what I'm about to say, just skip forward. Just skip forward for a few seconds. Yuri gets possessed because he gets jealous. And he doesn't just get possessed. He gets possessed by like a spirit squid that goes by the name of Ankoku Ika Aramitama, which is an actual thing, an actual thing in Japan. Like I think it's like a statue. I'll post a picture at the bottom in the screen. It wasn't something I was expecting. I mean, you think Yuri Nice was like a regular store, but it's like, oh no, wait, we have some crazy shit for you. So the story is amazing, guys. Just read it, and I know you guys are going to love it. One thing that's really, really funny, and that I bring out of the script, is that all the guys end up in fundoshi. In my last video, I told you guys what fundoshi is. It's basically like a traditional thong-like underwear for men that they wore before World War I or II. I think II. I think before World War II. So all the guys end up in it. I think except for Yurio, but that wasn't very clear. But even so, like it starts with Chris wanting a fundoshi, buys one, sees how comfortable it is. Victor sees him in one, praises him, and Victor's like, okay, I want one too. And then somehow they convince everyone else to wear fundoshi, including Yuri. And it's like, oh damn, wear the merch with the guys in fundoshis, because people will go crazy on this. So a lot of things happened during the festival. They did not talk about the movie. We just still know that it's in production, but they didn't give us title, no date, nothing, which is fine. You know, there's the Yuri Museum going on soon, so maybe they'll talk about it then. We don't know yet. They did talk about Yuri on Museum, but I will get back to that in just a few seconds. Something that's really cool that they did was that it was like a giant room. From the pictures I saw, it was a giant room. All the fans are sitting there, and they did a viewing of all 12 episodes. So they had a giant screen showing all 12 episodes of Yuri on Ice, and I got to see little clips on Twitter, and you hear people's reactions, people laughing when Yuri, Victor, and the guys are all in like the restaurant, and Pishit sees that that Yuri and Victor are wearing matching rings, and he starts clapping that his friend got engaged. You hear everyone in the audience clapping and screaming. It's just the cutest thing. And the scene where Yuri and Victor exchange rings, there was gold lighting on the stage to like show that something big just happened. It was really, really cute. There were obviously Kubo was there, and they had like these little mini games. That was really cool. They split two teams, so there was Team Yuri, Team Victor. Kubo was for Team Yuri, which I think is awesome. And they had to play mini games, and the winner would win $1,000 worth of beef, which is super random. But it made them happy, and the fans were having fun. At some point, they had bazookas, and they were shooting the audience. Well, like not the audience, but like they had like balloons over the audience, and they shoot the balloons. And in the bazookas were T-shirts of Makaching, which you can actually buy on the Atakuji website. I'll put a link at the bottom for basically all of the Yurian Festival merch, which, by the way, sold out really, really quickly over there. There was a giant sign with all the merch displayed. They had to put X's on everything that wasn't available anymore because lines were massive. Like, I think I still have a picture of that. I'll post a picture here. The line for merch alone was insane. They're saying that roughly 13,000 people attended this festival. Tickets were 7,500 yen each. They made about $1 million just on tickets. That's not including merch, guys. That's an insane number. So I'm happy for them. It just means that we're gonna get more Yuri and Ice stuff. So that's awesome. Wataru Hatano, who is the voice actor for Georgie, performed You Only Live Once live on stage, and he had dancers accompanied him who were like dancing to You Only Live Once, and two of them were cosplayed as Yuri and Victor. And apparently the cosplay really, really nice. I didn't see any pictures. No one posted any from what I saw. Not on my Twitter anyway. I got to see just pictures of what the dancers look like, but I don't think I saved the picture, so I can't show you guys. But it's so cool that they had that, and apparently while they were dancing, there were these little hearts that were falling from the ceiling. And I'll post a picture of what it looked like. It's basically the artwork for the Yurian Festival on the hearts. So everyone got these little heart things, and they're super cute. They announced some really cool things for Yurian Museum. The biggest and coolest thing that they're going to have at the museum, in my opinion, is going to be that there's going to be a life-size statue or figure of Coach Victor. I will show the teaser here. And I think it's the exact same pose as the Coach Victor figurine. I don't know if you can actually take pictures with it, or if you can only take pictures of it from afar. That has not been explained or anything, but we just know there's going to be a giant Coach Victor at the museum that people get to look at. And just the little teaser looks really cool, and I think that's pretty awesome. Like, oh my god. They're going to have Yuri's treasured Victor collection. His posters, like all the posters Yuri had in his room, they will have it at the museum, including Victor's junior years. So it's going to be Victor with his long hair. I cannot wait. I think there's going to be new artwork too. A lot of people are wondering if they might just replicate Yuri's room, but they might not, because I heard that the place where they're going to do the Yuri Museum is actually really, really small. So there won't be that much space already. There's going to be like all the costumes of all the figure skaters. There's going to be all the posters. There's going to be giant Victor. Like, you only have so much room, right? There's also going to be new artwork of the GPF in a different viewpoint. I have no other details. That's all they said. I'm excited to see what this is, what it's going to look like. Because every artwork that they come out with is always very beautiful and always very eye-catching. So I'm excited for that. One thing I forgot to mention about the drama is that they had real-world references in the drama. I don't know if they're actually mentioned in the story. Actually, I don't remember reading, but I remember just reading a whole bunch of side notes. For example, one of them is that Yuri watched Mad Max and thought it was a really cool thing. So I think they did this so that we could feel like, you know, they live in our time, they live at the same time as we do, and they do stuff like we do. They go to the movies and, you know, they live everyday lives, and it's a really cool thing that they're trying to get the audience closer to these characters because they feel more real this way. It's a really cool thing that they're doing that. Something really awesome that they're going to do only in Japan is that there's going to be a 4DX marathon of all 12 episodes starting September 23rd. What does that mean? Basically, it means that it uses all 5 senses, and apparently the cast proposed that the audience be able to smell Victor. So, you guys are gonna be able to smell Victor and Yuri and everyone, I think, and like, someone said when Chris goes on stage, like everyone's going to get wet, like literally. Are they going to spray water on the audience? Like, I really want to know these details. It starts September 23rd. If you're going to Japan, then just go to this. Go to this and let me know what happens, because this sounds insanely cool. And again, only in Japan. More details are to follow. I don't know when. Hopefully during museum or like after, because there are for sure going to be more events. They also announced that starting September 1st, there's going to be a second official Yuri on Ice X Saga on Ice Prefecture collab in Karatsu. Basically, it's figure skating with a whole bunch of figure skaters. They did one, I think, a month or two ago, and it was very successful from what I saw, and people had a lot of fun. So when I have more details on that, I will let you guys know. One last thing I really do want to mention, because I thought that this was a very cute thing that he did. Toshi, who is Yuri's voice actor, tweeted something as Yuri. I'm going to read you what he wrote. He said, "Thank you very much for your support today. Even if there are dreams that are too great for one person to carry alone, I feel I can reach them if I'm with Victor and everyone. From now on, I will do my very, very best. I hope we can share more of this love with you again one day soon. Katsuki Yuri." I will post it here if you want to read it. I think that's awesome. I mean, he clearly loves his character of Katsuki Yuri, and he feels very attached to him, and he sees how much this show has grown, and people just love the show, and just the fact that they have so many supporters out there is proof enough, and that people go to these events and they go crazy, and the way people react when they watch the show, and even though we've watched it so many times, I still have the exact same reactions when I watch the show again. It doesn't change. You get emotional and you're happy and you're screaming and squealing, and it's just really, really cool. So that is it, guys, for my Yurian Festival info. I will have another video for Yurian Museum. I'm going to post a link at the bottom for the drama that they read on stage. Let me know in the comments down below after you've read it what you thought of it. Because I thought it was really, really cool. It was really, really funny and very insane. Like, it was not something I had expected, like, at all. So please let me know what your thoughts are on this drama, and read the Chihoko one too if you haven't already, because it's not really referenced, but they mentioned one little thing about it. Basically, Victor is still not over it at all. So that's it, guys. Click the like button if you'd like to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter, link will be down at the bottom. And I will see you guys next time for Yuri on Museum. Bye!